last time on MasterChef Canada.
We need fries, people!
A three-way poutine battle saw Lynn's team come out on top. And a tortellini pressure test.
It's a bit funky.
Ended Quasi's MasterChef journey. Tonight,
surprise!
A birthday mystery box takes the cake.
Michael's cake is bluer than your hair.
Nothing is bluer than my hair.
And a grueling elimination challenge.
What the hell?
Pushes the home cooks to their limit.
Oh, here we go.
Being in the top 11 feels so amazing. I am one step closer to opening my own pastry store.
Now that the numbers are dwindling, people are more strategic. Everyone is aiming for that win.
Coming to this mystery box is a little bit scary because last time I just about got eliminated.
There are 11 of you left vying to become Canada's next Master Chef. But that title can only be earned by one of you.
The one that shows the most creativity, technique, and strategy. And this next mystery box challenge will give you the opportunity to highlight all those skills.
On the count of 3, everyone lift their boxes. 1,
Please be a chicken underneath that box.
2,
I want to see something that I can turn into dessert.
3,
I'm hoping for some real meat.
lift.
Surprise!
Happy birthday!
Balloons? Really?
Balloons, a fixture at every birthday party, and no birthday party would be complete without a cake.
I can't believe it. It's my son JJ's birthday today.
Your challenge today is to create the most imaginative and delicious birthday cake you've ever had.
Christopher, he's gonna come out swinging, and swinging hard.
And birthdays aren't just about cake and balloons. They're also about gifts. And here's one for all of you. In tonight's mystery box, we're choosing 2 winners.
Wow.
Both will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge.
I have not won one challenge outright. I'm ready to knock everything out of the park.
It's JJ's birthday. I'm putting everything into it.
You will have 1 hour and 30 minutes to plan, bake, and decorate a stunning 4-layer birthday cake.
I think I made a 2-layer cake before, and that was pushing it, so 4 layers, pretty challenging.
You'll also have access to a beautiful specialty pantry, full of the finest fruits, nuts, and sweet decorations. Everything you need to make a perfect birthday cake that tells us something about you.
Are you ready?
Yes, Chef!
Your time starts now.
Chocolate.
So the challenge today is they have to make a birthday cake that represents who they are.
After seeing what's in the specialty pantry, there is no excuses for a boring cake here.
I've never made a cake. Baking, it's just so far out of my comfort zone.
Anyone see gold powder? Birthday cakes are what inspired me to start baking. I know with this dish, I'm going to wow the judges.
Making a layer cake, it's more difficult than it sounds. There's a lot that can go wrong.
If you don't cream your eggs and your butter properly, you're gonna have raw patches of flour. Everything has to be incorporated so you have a nice, light, and airy cake.
John, can I have one of your bananas? I don't enjoy cake. Favorite desserts as a child was going for banana splits, so I'm actually gonna make a banana split cake.
Gotta get this moisture out of here. The first cake I ever loved was a red velvet cake, but I love blue suede shoes more than I love red velvet cake, so I'm making a blue suede shoe velvet cake. I met my girlfriend wearing blue suede shoes for the first couple months. She'd only call me blue suede shoes.
I'm making chocolate cake for my dad. I think it's gonna be the most beautiful cake of the bunch.
So there's a lot of inspiration here being drawn by family.
I'm gonna make banana nut cake. This is for my sister. She makes the best banana bread in the world, and I never get to make her a birthday cake. I've always been gone playing football, so this is for her.
I'm making a mint chocolate birthday cake. It's my husband's favorite.
I'm not the strong cake guy, but I'm gonna make a chocolate cake with peanut butter. My son's JJ's favorite 2 ingredients.
My birthday is Christmas Day. I usually reach for a generous slice of apple pie with ice cream on top. So I'm basically making this cake as a play on the apple pie, and hopefully they like what I present today.
Who do you think has the advantage in this competition?
I'm going to say Tammy, number one, because she has 6 kids and baking birthday cakes sounds like it's almost a full-time job in that house.
I am making a white cake, and it is my daughter's birthday. My daughter loves strawberries, and I'm going to decorate it with a lot of flowers. She loves flowers.
It's kind of heart-wrenching for me because it's the first birthday I've missed in 17 years.
What about Christopher, though? He seemed to be really confident.
Very confident.
Well, Christopher, you know, the pastry man.
I'm making my variation on an opera cake. It is a mixture of chocolate and coffee. It's a cake that I started in high school and has slowly been built up over the years by techniques that I've learned.
I have 5 minutes to get this cake in.
We need to get this in the oven.
They got to get it baked and cool down, ready to start building their cake.
Get in there, Bubby.
And while it's cooking, you need to watch it because you may need to turn that cake so that it rises evenly and has an even color to it.
Christopher, do you have any semi-sweet chocolate left? Thank you.
Kristen,
Hi, Chef.
how are you?
Good.
What are you doing?
Banana split cake. Something that the children at daycare would really enjoy.
But you know your next door neighbor, Andrew, over there, is also doing a banana split cake.
I heard.
What's going to give you the edge?
Chef, I think that the way I'm going to decorate my cake will make me come out on top.
You're confident. I love it. Good luck.
Thank you, Chef. Hey, Andrew. May the best cake win.
I have no idea if I can pull it off. I'm not confident. Let's start this again.
It's not done.
You have 15 minutes left. Your cake needs to be out of the oven.
Come on now.
Oh, take a look at Michael's cake. Michael's cake is bluer than your hair.
Nothing is bluer than my hair.
Oh, I'm gooey in the middle.
You gotta remember, you gotta cut that cake into a perfect 4 layers. Perfect.
David, you're sweating.
I sweat. I put this pressure on myself. My son's birthday today.
Wow, so there's 2 of you with birthdays today.
It's amazing.
Excellent. So you're making a peanut butter cake?
Peanut butter and chocolate. Standard vanilla icing. Cover the whole thing with pretzels.
My favorite part is dipping in the batter.
Yeah, it's the best part of the cake, isn't it?
That tastes good already.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
10 minutes.
We are low on time.
I'm putting so much pressure on myself. My internal temperature is just roaring. I'm trying to concentrate. Oh my God. I've burnt the peanuts. I have to push forward. I'm not failing on this challenge for JJ.
I work.
Where's the piping bags?
I love a great cake, nice and moist, tasty, but it's the icing I look forward to.
The beauty of having icing is that you can actually cover a lot of your mistakes.
It's a baker's trick, what they don't know never happened.
Michael.
Hello, Chef Alvin.
So you're doing like blue suede, blue velvet? Honestly, it looks like blue carpet.
Definitely will not taste like carpet.
What are you doing?
So I'm gonna alternate between cream and blueberry filling so that the blueberry filling isn't too rich.
So you're gonna do 4 layers in this thing?
I'm gonna try.
Is that all the cream you're gonna put in?
Oh, I can put more if you like.
You know, when you cut it up, you wanna see the layers. I wanna see nice thick layers because it makes the cake rich and delicious.
You got it, Chef.
Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
You know, David's cake looks absolutely amazing. He handles that spatula like a pro.
Well, it's very similar to concrete.
It is like troweling.
My secret weapon is the fact that I am a talented concrete guy.
Hi there, Christopher.
Hello, Chef.
That's a beautiful technique there. Where did you learn that?
Years and years of experience.
What else are you going to do now to finish the decoration on this cake?
Chocolate curls.
And you're tempering the chocolate to get the curls?
That's right, because otherwise they won't have big, nice curls.
Wow, that's amazing. I'll let you carry on.
Thank you, Chef.
1 minute!
Oh, no.
They don't have much time, actually, at all.
I'm gonna make this work no matter what.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off your cake.
Tonight, the judges are choosing 2 mystery box winners.
This is the best cake that I've ever made. I think I nailed it.
Both will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge.
What I'm most proud of is I was able to channel being a dad on this cake.
Today, we've been so impressed with your creations, we're going to be calling up 4 of you.
I'm at least one of the 4 going up. I have to be.
The first cake that we want to call up was made by a home cook who honored this challenge with innovation and color.
This cake looks like a soccer field. I just wish the judges would try it.
Please come up to the front. Michael.
Whoa! I'm cooking cakes, baby. I'm cooking cakes. This is a blue suede cake with blueberry filling, a little bit of lemon zest, some graham crackers on the side to give a little bit of texture and taste. And I topped it off with some very fine sugar sprinkles.
So when I cut through a cake, what I want to see is all the layers all connected. I don't want to see any air pockets in between the icing and the cake. Is that what I'm going to see here?
I think so.
Wow. That's pretty incredible.
Thank you, Chef.
Well, let's try this. It's a very good cake. It's so moist. I love the blueberry that's running through here. It looks like the kind of cake you would buy in a bake shop. Great job. Please go to the front.
The second cake we'd like to see was made with a level of technique and confidence that was nothing short of breathtaking. And that cake belongs to Christopher. Please bring up your cake.
This cake really shows off who I was and who I am now. Today, I've done an opera cake, coffee praline buttercream, ganache between the layers, and it's layered all on top of a chocolate sponge.
Wow.
This is a league of its own. My mouth is watering right now.
Thank you, Chef.
It all oozes out between the layers. It tells me that it is such a soft and delicate pastry cream. Beautifully balanced. Big hit of chocolate up front. A touch of that coffee comes in, and then just a slight crunch from the praline that you pureed up. For me, it's best in class.
Thank you, Chef.
Chocolate hits you, and then the coffee comes, and after that, textures of the hazelnuts. Definitely one of the best cakes I've ever had.
Thank you, Chef.
I'll be happy for you to do my birthday cake. Please stand down the front. The third cake we like to see was inspired by a loved one. Please come up. David.
Chocolate birthday cake, Philadelphia cream cheese peanut butter layers, and then I covered the whole thing with pretzels and the roasted peanuts. It's my little boy's birthday today, so I put everything into it.
It's really hard to get a cake that perfect. Rigid, smooth construction. You got the peanut butter, you got the cream cheese, all these comfort things that your son loves. This cake is about love.
Thank you.
Beautifully cooked sponge. Enough sweetness, a little saltiness from the peanut and pretzels. In fact, that flavor is quite sophisticated. And you can't go wrong with peanut butter. Top marks all around for a stunning cake. But when it comes to spelling?
Yeah, I'm not known for my spelling.
I think that says hap. It made us all very happy.
The fourth home cook we're calling up is Andrew.
My cake actually looks pretty great, but this is all an unknown inside this thing. Banana split cake. I made just a simple white cake, buttercream. I flavored it with strawberries, chocolate, and bananas.
It looks incredible from the outside, but on the inside, I want to see a cake that stays together.
Yes.
Yeah, so you kind of get a bit of a challenge here. You're missing some sponge here. Well, let's try this. And all these flavors and textures that you have going on in here work really well. It's a very good cake. Please go to the front. we need a moment to discuss. It was inspirational to this. Yeah, it's incredible. The way it looked and the way it tasted, I like both very much.
I agree with you.
All right, I think we know who the standouts are.
Today, we were left with an even more difficult decision than usual.
All of you surprised us, but 2 cakes stood out, and those cakes belong to Christopher and David. Congratulations.
It feels really good because I've won a challenge. To be able to dedicate it to JJ is so awesome.
Follow us.
David and Christopher are now in control of the Elimination Challenge.
First time in the pantry, so this is what it feels like having power.
Congratulations and welcome, Christopher and David, to the MasterChef Canada Pantry. How does it feel to be here?
Feels great. It was a big win for me.
I've been hyping myself up as a dessert guy for so long, so I'm glad to be here.
Well, I have some good news for both of you. You won't be cooking today. Both of you are automatically in the top 10 of MasterChef Canada.
The theme of tonight's Elimination Challenge is odd couples. Ingredients that should not go together, but do.
Cooking with mismatched ingredients is one of the most common mistakes an aspiring chef can make. But in the right hands, sometimes the oddest combinations can be surprisingly delicious.
The first odd couple combination we want to show you has become very popular in recent years with pastry chefs around the world. Bacon and chocolate. This odd couple is an amazing symphony of salty and sweet.
The second odd couple that you could choose from might sound like a joke, but for those with a skill to perfect it, it's a unique taste experience you won't forget. Salmon and licorice. The earthy sweetness of the licorice root fuses with the rich, clean flavor of the salmon. It tastes like candy, straight from the sea.
The final odd couple is a perfect example of sugar and spice. Chorizo sausage and grape jelly. By itself, the chorizo is rich and salty, but the grape adds a taste of sweetness.
So what you're going to have to do is assign 3 home cooks to each of these odd pairings.
The college student and the high school dropout making decisions on people's fate.
You now have 5 minutes to assign each of your fellow home cooks to one of these odd couple pairings.
Things have changed. The stakes are so much higher now. There's no more Mr. Nice Guys.
David and I want to keep the weak cooks around longer and try to give the strong cooks a really hard time.
Cody.
That he likes to overcomplicate things is really going to work against him. I think that's a good choice. Having control can really push this competition in my favor.
John.
He works with meat a lot. Knows his meat flavors really well.
Fish would be a lethal blow. Wow. Well, I want to push an ingredient on them that they're going to mess up.
I think salmon and licorice would be an easy one for them. Let's do the chorizo and jelly.
Chorizo and jelly.
As you can see, Christopher and David will not be cooking in tonight's Elimination Challenge. They get to watch from the safety of the gallery as the rest of you fight to make it into this competition's top 10.
The second advantage is that they got to decide the ingredients that each of you will be cooking with today.
In the pantry, we presented Christopher and David with 3 odd couple pairings.
As always, I'm hoping it's just not going to be fish.
Each combination might not seem to go together, but with skill and imagination, they can be fused to create a stunning restaurant-quality dish.
I'm the weirdest guy in this whole competition. I do weird, and I do weird well.
You will have full access to the MasterChef Canada Pantry and 60 minutes to prep, cook, and present your dish. Are you ready to find out which odd couple they've chosen for you?
Yes, Chef!
Your 60 minutes starts now!
At the end of this challenge, at least one home cook will be eliminated. The top 2 cooks will be team captains in the next field challenge.
Bacon and chocolate. What the hell?
I've never cooked with bacon and chocolate together on the same plate.
Tammy hunts and fishes, so she knows her protein and her seafood really, really well. So we stick her with chocolate bacon.
I'm baffled right now.
Andrew's a really strong cook, but it's a lot of Middle Eastern flavors that have nothing to do with chorizo or grape jelly.
They gave me salmon and licorice. Hate licorice. I kind of like salmon. I think I could win this. Go big or go home.
I think this is one of the most demanding challenges we've seen so far. Anybody that lacks imagination is going to struggle with this.
I was given salmon and licorice. They know I don't do seafood, so I think they're trying to get me.
I saved David on the first elimination challenge, and now he's trying to sabotage me?
I feel like I'm John's big brother, even though he's twice as big as me. Use that guard, John. I just want to see John challenge. He's gonna rock it.
I'm working with chorizo sausage today and grape jelly. Chorizo sausage and grape jelly? No. But I could kiss Christopher and David for not giving me salmon.
Alvin, chorizo and grape jelly. An interesting and unique combination. What would you do?
Chorizo, cut them into nice, small pieces, fry them crispy, maybe a poached egg, a bit of asparagus, and then grape jelly, put a bit of vinegar, don't want it too sweet, and just drizzle. The pitfall is you may make that dish just too simple. You have to add other stuff in there to spice it up, to create new textures.
I'm making grape jelly glazed veal roulade, stuffed with chorizo, brie, and wilted spinach. I'm making this dish to save my life.
I drew bacon and chocolate today. I'm gonna do a play on a s'more, graham cracker base layer, chocolate and bacon pudding, and then I'm gonna top it off with a toasted marshmallow.
Desserts are not Cody's forte.
Hey-o, careful. I'm not sure if they're trying to mess me up or if they're giving me a gift here. Could be either or.
You know, the thing with chocolate and bacon, you don't want to put too much chocolate because it's difficult to find that balance without having the chocolate become too overpowering, too sweet.
I was given bacon and chocolate, probably expecting to make a dessert, which is just not how I'm rolling. The judges are telling me that I have to push myself even harder, so I'm making deep fried chicken wing with some chocolate bacon mole.
Italian girl knows Mexican too, huh?
Mole, 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 mole.
Well done.
If this isn't out of the box, I don't know what is. Top 10, here I come.
I'm making different kinds of butter tarts with chocolate and bacon.
Tammy is definitely one to watch out for.
David and Christopher, they're true competitors. They want to beat someone who is just as good as they are.
Black licorice and salmon from Michael. I think he'll trip up for sure.
What would you be doing, Claudio, with your salmon and licorice?
I would do a poached salmon in a licorice broth with star anise, clove, just kind of bump everything up. The booby trap with the salmon and licorice is that you can overcook that salmon. The licorice is so strong and so pungent that it can overtake the delicate flavors of the salmon.
I'm gonna do a pan-seared salmon. I'm gonna do a nice, beautiful slaw with black licorice in this fennel. It's gonna be awesome.
Andrew!
Hello, Chef.
Chorizo and grape jelly. How are you gonna match those ones up?
I'm going to attempt to make grape jelly glazed veal roulade, stuffed with brie, chorizo, and spinach, as well as a cauliflower puree.
Do you think you can win with this particular dish?
I think this dish is going to stand on its own. Sweet, smoky, and salty. This is going to come together, I know it.
Foodie thinks going home.
Hey, boys.
No more black licorice.
I think John's going to go home.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You think I'm going home?
I just picked you out of a hat, bro. I just picked you out of a hat.
Yeah, I like it.
John, the meat guy. He's great with a steak, but what does he do with a fish?
Put the fish in the pan. They come back, take a look. It's burnt to crap.
Oh my God. John threw out a piece of fish.
Start over.
Gotta get that salmon right.
The home cooks are fighting for a top 10 spot in an Odd Couples elimination challenge.
John, couldn't help but notice that you just threw a piece of salmon out.
He was too high.
Once it's on, you got to stay with it and watch it, right?
Yes, Chef.
All ready?
Thank you.
Carry on.
I need to get into the top 10. I'm watching this thing like a hawk.
Tammy's feverishly going there, isn't she?
Yeah.
Tammy, what are you making?
Different kinds of tarts with bacon and chocolate.
You have a lot on your plate.
You know what? I'm tired of not being up there, so.
Is this a raw tart?
Yeah.
Is this how you normally make your tarts? You put the filling in first and then you bake?
Yeah, I'm throwing them in the oven right now.
Really? That works for you?
It has. Hopefully it'll still work for me today.
Good luck.
I'm totally confused. Every time that I've ever baked a pie, I put the whole thing in and it turns out totally fine.
Let's see how that goes.
Oh, deep fried avocado.
If you don't tap into your creativity, you're screwed in this challenge.
Brilliant.
They threw something at me they thought I wasn't gonna handle. I'm feeling freaking great. Right now, it's looking pretty good.
Kristen isn't the strongest cook. I gave her something that she can handle.
Kristen, what are you making here?
I'm gonna make pulled chicken and chorizo taco.
That sounds delicious and interesting and different. Have you made tacos before?
The times I've made my own taco shells, they have never worked out quite properly.
Wow.
I'm taking a massive risk. I want to make top 10.
You have a lot of ingredients happening here. Walk me through this.
I'm making guacamole with the grape jelly salsa. I want to keep it elevated enough to not send me home.
I hope this works out for you. Good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
10 minutes. You have 10 minutes left.
Okay, Hans, you need to work with me now.
And who do you think's struggling?
Look at Cody. He is shaking. He's struggling to plate. I don't see much going on at Kristen's station.
She's doing basically a chorizo and grape jelly taco.
I have no idea what's going on over there.
And Sabrina, she has really done well with her chicken wings from what I can tell. She's got a good foundation to it.
She's the one to watch. She's a good home cook.
4 minutes left.
Not lots I can do about that.
This looks the way I want it to look.
It's gonna be down to the wire, but it's looking pretty good.
Do you think Michael's turned a corner in this competition?
Let's see what he does with his plating, though.
Definitely get the licorice in here. Beautiful licorice sauce.
Wow, it looks like John is pulling it together. Look at his dish.
1 minute. In 1 minute time, someone is going home.
I think I nailed it. Who doesn't like a bit of mole?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Thank God.
Good job, guys.
I left off the sauce. I'm going home. I miss the licorice sauce. The whole dish is nothing without it.
We're now going to taste all of your dishes.
Andrew, please bring up your dish.
I walk up with my dish. I'm very happy. That's a stunning plate. I made a veal roulade stuffed with chorizo, spinach, brie over a cauliflower puree with a balsamic and grape jelly reduction.
I can taste the chorizo cut nicely into the sweetness of the grape jelly. You got the nice textures, spinach, brie, veal puree, addition touch of smoothness to make it superb. I would say that's a very nice job.
Thank you, Chef.
Solid flavors. That chorizo comes through and a little smokiness. Grape jelly and balsamic sauce, smart. That acidity to it just balances it out. You move like a chef, you think like a chef, and you're cooking like a chef.
Thanks, Chef. Gloves are off. You better look out, guys. I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Kristen, please bring up your dish.
I'm feeling pretty good. My flavors are definitely there. I'm hoping the judges will notice that. Shredded chicken and chorizo taco with a grape jelly salsa.
You taste definitely chorizo, tomatoes, the onion, garlic, but I'm finding it very difficult to find that grape jelly in that salsa. It's about getting the flavor of grape. And this challenge is about a couple. And somehow, that couple got separated. Please go back to your station.
That darn grape jelly.
John, please bring up your dish.
Pan-seared salmon,
with pickled fennel, shallots, peppers, celery root, and fennel puree.
You plate so beautifully. You seem disappointed. What's going on?
I missed one key element.
Please don't tell me it was the licorice, because that's...
It was the sauce. There was licorice in the sauce.
Wow.
Yeah.
Medium rare. That's perfection. You nailed the salmon. Unfortunately, though, it's not just about the salmon.
There's still some licorice in the puree.
The puree is textbook. It's smooth. It's velvety. Could use more licorice.
Yeah, big time.
It's such a shame. Please go back to your station.
Cody, please bring up your dish.
This is a s'more, toasted graham crust, chocolate pudding with pink peppercorn, candied bacon, and then it's topped off with a homemade marshmallow.
How are you feeling about the way you were able to present this dish?
My challenge was how to plate the chocolate portion of the dish.
You think you may have bitten off more than you can do?
15 seconds more, chef, and I would have had it.
The bacon, you've definitely candied it nicely, has a little firm sort of denseness to the bite. And then you get that big, rich, not overly sweet chocolate, creamy flavors. Delicious. It's the presentation that really let you down. Sabrina, please bring up your dish.
Today is the day I have to show them I'm in this to win this. Deep fried chicken wing in a Mexican chocolate and bacon mole sauce. I cooked my mole down with some cinnamon sticks, cumin, jalapenos, and chili powder.
I love Mexican cuisine. A simple cuisine, but it's also very complex. And you chose one of the most difficult sauces to master.
I went out of my comfort zone, like you had asked me to.
Let's see if you pulled this off. But that mole sauce, that's very good, Sabrina. All these flavors and textures that you have going on in here, they're extraordinary. It indicates to me that you have a lot more to offer. Great job.
Thank you, chef.
Please go back to your station.
Michael, please bring up your dish.
So I did a pan-seared salmon, spicy mayo, black licorice, slaw.
I think the plating looks like it's a marked improvement for you, Michael.
Thank you very much.
You've got some brightness in color. Your proportions seem to be coming together. You've got a balance to the plate. Well, it looks like a nice cook on the salmon. You've got a wonderful coloration on the skin, crisp. Light licorice glaze that you marinated your salmon in adds just a wonderful little sparkle to it.
Thank you, chef.
The first thing to hit me with a slaw is its color, and then the crunch, crisp freshness. And then I get that underlayer of licorice coming through. And that, combined with the salmon, would have me coming back for more. Delicious. It's as if the pennies dropped.
Thank you, chef. Thank you very much.
That licorice and that salmon comes through like a star. And I love licorice. Textures, the freshness, everything came together in this dish. You got style, like me. But more important, you now have substance. Please go back to your station.
Tammy, please bring up your dish.
These tarts look beautiful, but I'm just praying my pastry is cooked.
I made chocolate-coated pecan, blueberry, and walnut bacon butter tart, and a raspberry garnish.
I noticed that when you put your ingredients into the mold with raw dough and then into the oven. I'm curious to see if it's cooked.
I'm just praying to God.
It looks raw to me.
My heart is breaking.
Let's try it. That's chocolate, that's bacon. Beautifully balanced. It's really, really good. Fortunately, it's in a raw tart.
Let me tell you what I taste. Up front, I get a big blueberry hit. tucked in right behind that, wonderful smoky bacon. It almost creeps up on you. And then a wonderful layer of chocolate. A couple more minutes in the oven, and you would have nailed it. You think you're being a little hard on yourself?
I'm not going to get any further if I'm not hard on myself. I want perfection.
We learn from our mistakes. Mistakes are an important part of life.
That's true.
As long as we can understand where it is that we went wrong and move forward.
I'm very much a perfectionist and I like things to look good. So when they're not, I take it really hard.
We've tasted all your dishes. Now we take a few moments to discuss. You know, given how tough this challenge was, I think they came through incredibly well.
It's a good-looking dish, dude.
This challenge was all about combining flavors.
It was a great dish.
This is going to be a tough decision for us to make. The theme of tonight's challenge was odd couples. You all had to combine seemingly mismatched ingredients to create a stunning dish that would win you a spot in the top 10.
Now for the 2 best dishes. The second best dish was made by Andrew. Your chorizo and grape jelly dish looked as terrific as it tasted.
Yeah, I hear my name. It happened. I'm really happy that I got called.
But the best dish of the night, Michael, congratulations. Your salmon and licorice dish was a triumph.
This confident man is becoming even more confident by the day. I just want to twirl my mustache. So I'm so happy.
Well done, Michael and Andrew. You will both be captains in the next team challenge.
Now for the bad news. Unfortunately, some of you made some odd choices with your odd couple ingredients. And that's forcing us to send at least one of you home.
The first cook we have to call up pushes themselves to take risks. But tonight, their faulty technique undermined their best efforts. Please step forward, Tammy.
The second disappointing dish was made by a home cook who missed the MasterChef quality mark. Kristen.
The third home cook failed to manage their time. John.
One of you created a dish that was even weaker than the rest. Tammy, please step forward. Do you think you have more to show us in this competition?
Absolutely. I'm a hard worker and I'm an even bigger learner.
You know, the thing is, Tammy, we agree. Please go back to your station.
I need to focus. I need to get better because I'm not a quitter.
Kristen, your grape jelly was missing in action. We couldn't taste it. And John, while your salmon and lightly infused licorice puree was good, your licorice sauce didn't make it to the plate.
To go home on a stupid error would just be so disheartening.
I just need one more chance.
John, we can only judge you on what you present. And because of what you presented, we have to send you back to your station.
Kristen, I'm sorry. John may have forgotten his sauce, but your dish just wasn't strong enough to get you through. But we all beg you not to stop cooking. Please come on up and say goodbye.
Great job.
This whole experience has been life-changing.
That dish was delicious.
The most important thing I learned here is never give up.
Kristen, just before you go, I want you to look out to this kitchen and tell me who will be the next MasterChef Canada.
Without a doubt, Andrew. I know I'm an awesome home cook. I'm really proud of myself.
Congratulations. You are the top 10 of MasterChef Canada.
Prepare yourself, because your next team challenge will push you harder than ever before. Now go get some rest.
Sorry there for a minute.
Next time on MasterChef Canada.
The wedding guests are drinking champagne and they need those canapes. Come on, let's get organized here.
It's all hands on deck for a harbor cruise wedding.
It needs to be perfect.
The stakes are so high when it's somebody's wedding.
But will the top 10 serve up a feast?
Wow.
Oh God, right on top.
Or a fiasco?
There's a hair on it.
Isn't that a nice wedding gift? A hair.